The PhD speaker is Wenying Pan. She started her PhD in the bioengineering department in 2010. She comes from Chengdu, China, and earned a Bachelor of Chemistry from Tsinghua University in Beijing, which is the premier technical university in China. She also spent time at the National Center for Nanoscience and Technology in China. She's done excellent research on detection of cell-free nucleic acids in body fluids. For example, recently she demonstrated that cell-free DNA of brain tumors can be obtained from cerebrospinal fluid, which would allow assays of tumor mutation without direct biopsy of the tumor itself. This is in Professor Stephen Quake's lab. So, Wenying.
I'm so honored to be here today on behalf of my whole PhD class to share several stories with you. So, it was 6 years ago when I came from China to Stanford with two large suitcases and one big smile on my face. It was like a dream for me. I got into my dream school and also dream lab. But it didn't take me too long to realize living your dream doesn't mean you live in paradise. Instead, it's just the beginning of all the challenges. So today I'm going to tell you 3 stories. It's about learning, resilience, and community. So the first story is about learning. I majored in chemistry in my college. I was a pretty good student, I thought. I only dropped 2 courses there, programming and statistics. They were simply too hard for me to understand. So I switched my field from chemistry to genomics. Suddenly I realized all my work was essentially based on programming and statistics. So when my fellow bio students started to publish papers on machine learning, I was still working on my human learning. I was painfully hanging on the learning curve for my first 2 years of my PhD, trying to teach myself the 2 courses I dropped as an undergraduate. Looking back, that experience challenged me to live out of my comfort zone and gave me the confidence to navigate through an unknown field on my own. So my second story is about resilience. So if someone hasn't gone through the PhD journey, asks me, how do I feel about my research? Well, I'd say, at one moment, you just love it so much, you don't want to share it with anyone else. The next moment, you hate it. You don't want to see it in 1,000 years. But no matter how much it torments you, you just could not stop thinking about it. You fall asleep with it, and when you wake up, it's still on your mind. Yes, I'm still talking about research. But it is just like a romantic love-hate relationship. So after many setbacks, rejections, I realized behind those pretty figures and lovely stories published in scientific journals, there are hundreds of failed experiments, which people normally don't talk about. But you need to keep trying until you find the right one. Just like the life partner. I learned that resilience and persistence is key to the success of scientific research, so as well as other chapters of life. So my third story is about the community. I remember this one night during the finals week. It was around 2 a.m. My roommate was drinking coffee, trying to stay awake, while I was drinking wine, trying to go to sleep. That was just one of those nights. I was too stressed to fall asleep. So what was I stressed about? I was stressed because I felt most of the time my experiments just didn't work out as I planned. Because I felt I was always behind my schedule, no matter how much time I put into my work. Because I felt I was fighting alone in a strenuous battle. after many sleepless nights, I went to my academic advisor for advice. And he suggested me to take all the challenges as a learning experience and take all the peers as a supporting community. So I decided to open up to my fellow Bio-E students. Then I found out they were just as stressed as I was, no matter how calm or confident they appeared to be. That was a big relief. But more importantly, through our shared feelings and bond, we've become emotional supports for each other and close friends. My fellow Bio-E students not only helped me in my professional life, but also in my personal life. So for example, Henry Chen, he helped me to adapt to American life. So he taught me a lot about American politics, history, culture, and also dating culture. So today, I'm going to leave Stanford the same way as I came, with two large suitcases and one big smile on my face. But inside, I have grown as a scientist and as a person, as we all have. So through the years, we have gained the confidence to navigate through an unknown field, and the resilience to face any challenges, and the friends to support each other in career and in life. So to all the faculty members, on behalf of all my fellow students, I thank all of you for the lessons you taught us in the classrooms and also research projects. To all my fellow Bio-E students who are also graduating today, I encourage all of you to take life as a research project. So don't be afraid of trying anything new, because that's all research about. Don't be afraid of any setbacks, because we have experienced enough in our PhD, and we have learned how to pick ourselves up when things didn't work out. So thank you all, and enjoy this wonderful day.